welcome back to the Travi Wavi. I'm your affable host, local bohemian artist, creative collaborator, community builder, podcast host, Travis Eason. And we bring you this community-focused program, the Travi Wavi, every Thursday live from the 325. Come down and join us here at the Neon Parrot Live Studios. We're located next door to Majestic Coffee, allegedly serving Onyx coffee, my personal favorite. Here in the heart of beautiful, historic downtown Abilene, Texas, the storybook capital of America. And as always, the Travi Wavi brings you interesting characters from our community, and today is no exception. Please like, subscribe, and show your support to my wonderful guest today, Brandon Carr. Welcome, Brandon.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, man, I'm really glad you're here. We had your beautiful wife on.
That's true.
Back in December.
Yes.
And now we get a little bit of you, which is great. Tell me, sir, the first question I ask all of my guests is, do you have any siblings?
No.
No siblings
No.
for you? So we can't even
highly
talk about
recommend
that.
it. Highly recommend
Highly
it.
recommend being the only child. I love it.
Yeah. Christmas is amazing.
So we met back in 2001 or 2002.
Yes.
You and your wife and some of the theater crew from ACU.
Yep.
You guys were tied in with that, and that's how we first crossed paths. And since then, you've done a ton of amazing things. Let's get right into it because we don't have you forever today.
This is true.
You're a famous rock star.
Well, I mean, maybe in certain circles, yeah.
In my circles,
I could,
you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, in your circle,
Yeah.
fair enough. And there are a few people in Croatia, but beyond that, I do what I can.
Well, tell me about how you got involved and started in music, and how your career took off with. We can focus on the Earlies and talk about the projects you're working on right now.
Well, my first band, the Danes, which was, before that it was Potted Meat.
Potted Meat.
And Potted Meat, it had 3 guitars, no drummer, and we did Nirvana covers.
I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then it went to Bodega, and that's when we started bringing in drums. Jared Jackson, incredible drummer, brought the beat. And then Bodega kind of morphed into the Danes towards the end of high school.
Okay.
And that would have been myself. Andy Myers.
I know Andy, yeah.
Andy Myers, Take Us Higher. Jared Jackson and John Wooldridge.
Okay.
So that was at Dallas Christian. And then we went to Dallas Christian Pipeline to ACU because we had to keep the band together.
Yep. So you guys all chose to come to ACU together? I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. It wasn't really about the music. It was because of the bean. At the time, they had a real live soda jerk.
Really?
Yeah. You could, they made soda the old-fashioned way.
I didn't know this.
Oh, it was a
about the
big
bean.
deal, big draw. And so that's why we decided to take on that debt. But we had a great time. And so much soda. I still have, some of you might know, I still have those wooden TCBY tokens from the yogurt.
That's great.
Yeah, they pop up randomly sometimes. Anyway, so then towards the end of college, John went back to Dallas, and then we got my buddy Tim Cooper in there on bass. And then we did the Danes through college, and then a little bit post-college.
Okay.
And then during that whole time...
Did you graduate ACU?
I did.
What was your degree in?
I say digital media.
Okay.
But at the time, I think it was called electronic communication or something.
There you go.
Which sounds really weird now, so
Yep.
I just say digital.
Yeah.
Digital, or something digital. Yeah, I got my piece of paper. And but kind of during that time, I had met John Mark Lapham when I was working at CD Warehouse, and we kind of got to become friends because working at CD Warehouse in Abilene in 98, 99, I guess it would have been 99. Pretty slim pickings on good music or people coming in to buy good music. It was mostly like Toby Keith CDs and stuff like that. But John Mark would always come in and get the cool, start looking at the cool stuff. And so we kind of got a dialogue going there. And he was going back and forth from Abilene to England in sound school, sound engineering, production school. And so he started having me sing on some stuff. And that was the beginning of the Earlies. And so we kind of just did that just as demos and just studio project kind of thing. And so that was kind of happening at the same time as the Danes. And then a couple years later, he's like, hey, there's, label wants to put out our music.
For the Earlies.
Yeah. And then it just kind of went from there.
That's great.
He talked about that at length. And it was kind of crazy because then we had to figure out how we're going to take a studio project and try to recreate this live, because there was no, during the creation of of the music, there was no, how can we do this live? It was put whatever you want on it. And
make it sound the way we want it to sound. Yeah.
So that's why, it turned into be a 10+ piece touring behemoth in the early aughts. Not the most fiscal decision, but it was fun.
What were some of the highlights? What was maybe a good low light?
Oh, man. Highlights, getting to play Glastonbury a couple times. That was one of the times we opened for The Who, technically, because we were playing the same stage. They were ending the night. We were kind of midday.
I'd say you warmed up the audience for them.
So
for sure.
I count that as opening for The Who. At one time, I remember we were backstage. I can't remember. I think it was the second time we played Glastonbury, and like they were assembling. Amy Winehouse used to have this sign that would come down behind her that was like her name with the light bulbs, like old school. They were assembling that,
putting all the light bulbs in.
Yeah, putting all the light bulbs in the Amy Winehouse sign. And so, but getting to play Glastonbury to a crowd that size, that was the first time where I was like on stage and having a good time, and then all of a sudden I got this weird like my knees kind of went whoa, and then it just kind of it hit me. I didn't fall over or anything, but that was one of the first times where I experienced that kind of
just the energy of the audience, of the crowd hitting you.
Yeah. So that was definitely one of the highlights. I mean, met so many different people. Toured Europe a few times. I guess I wouldn't say it's a low light, but when we did our one and only U.S. tour, we couldn't take everybody because we couldn't afford to. So we pared down, and we all piled into this van called the Shark, and toured the States. The whole thing for a month.
Did the whole loop.
Yeah.
Yep.
No bathroom on it. Not that, tour bus bathrooms are that great, but very different experience from the European experience. And I say low light because it was probably like the most meager touring experience that we had done. But as a group and as a band, we got super, super close and super, super tight. So it was kind of like both things together, I guess.
Scraping by as the band kind of built more a ton or more.
Well, yeah, and also like just being a smaller group, we just had to get really like on stage and performance-wise, because some people had to cover some other areas because people weren't there, and we just got really, really good as that smaller group. And we were playing places that nobody knew who we were. We'd show up and there'd be 10 people there.
Wild.
Which was different than the European experience as well. But at the same time, it was kind of like all for one for all. We were like, yeah, whatever. And they were just so excited. Like, the first time we stopped at a Walmart, because they're all from the UK, and their just minds were blown. And Golden Corral, it was fun to watch them enjoy themselves.
That's good.
And find humor in it.
So that was kind of early 2000s.
Yeah.
And you and Christine were already married at that point. And then you settled back down in Abilene? After this?
Towards the end of the Earlies, it never really ended, but during the end of that period, I think by that point we were on our third manager, and we'd had some money had been mismanaged, and it was just all kind of starting to fall apart. And so we had already actually moved back to Dallas, and I would just go back and forth for tours. Okay. But I got to the point where I had to peace out and be like, sorry, man, I can't, keep doing it. And so we were living in Dallas and working in Dallas, and then there was kind of like this financial bubble that burst around that time. And I was a freelancer out at the JCPenney corporate offices in Frisco in the photo studio. Okay. Which was great because, I could work there, photo assisting and doing all that kind of stuff. Not like headshots, but like toasters and shoes and
interesting
catalogs.
products.
Yeah. And then if I had to go away for 3 weeks for a tour, I could do that. There are a lot of musicians working down there, but there was a big financial crunch, and so all the freelancers were let go. And so at that point, we just decided that we were done with the Dallas thing, and moved back to Abilene, which is where my wife Christine's from.
Yeah. So that was like what, 2008, 9?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Crazy. I can't believe it was that long ago.
And then
Time flies.
But you still stayed active in music even while you've been in Abilene and
Yeah, I took a few years off and didn't do much music at all. And then out of the blue, my buddy John Dufalo, lives in Dallas, and he's in a band called the Death Ray Davies in the Metroplex and other places around Texas. Death Ray Davies, very popular band, awesome band. He called me wanting me to sing on some music that he had done, because I'd worked with something on a project of his like years ago, and he wanted me to sing on it. I was like, wow, it's so out of the blue. It's so weird. I was like, yeah, sure. And so that started the Corner Sons, which is a project that we had together, and so that kind of got me back into the music thing again. And we put out a record on Idol Records, and a couple singles, and did some shows. And we do stuff every now and then, but it's not like a full-time kind of deal. And then everything just kind of leads to the next thing. Richard, who played keys in the Corner Sons, when we were playing this rally in Dallas, it was when Beto O'Rourke was actively campaigning, and he was having this big rally party thing in downtown Dallas, and Polyphonic Spree were playing, and all these Dallas bands, and we got pulled into that, and so it was a great event. It was really cool, big outdoor stage, tons of people. It was a lot of fun. So Richard and I, the keyboard player, we were just kind of hanging out in the lobby, and because there was a hotel across the street where that was like the green room area. And so we were talking, and we both started talking about I wouldn't say guilty pleasure, because I don't feel guilty about it, but our love of, late 70s, early 80s adult contemporary rock.
Nice.
Or yacht rock.
Yeah,
some,
yacht rock. Yeah.
Which is having a massive resurgence
Absolutely.
right now. And so he was like, I've got all these songs that are of that ilk, but I can't find anybody to sing on them. And I was like, oh well,
I'm your guy.
I'll sing on them. And so, and he's awesome. He's like, he's an amazing musician. UNT trained, the whole thing. And so we just started sending files back and forth, and we have like 30 something tunes, and he's got more that I haven't even heard yet. And so we recorded that, took the demos and redid it in the studio. And so we've been doing that for like the last, I don't know how many years now. But all that to say, we finally releasing it. In fact, I think it's going to go live on Spotify tomorrow.
Right on.
The project's called Rantallion. Yeah. And then we have an album release show January 24th. Okay. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
Cool.
In Dallas. So we're excited about that because we've been working on it for a very long time.
A long time.
Yeah. And now we're like, no, we got to put this out. We got to say it. If that's all we do, we at least have to say, here, we did it, and put a stamp on it and go there.
And pass it on to the audience.
Yeah.
I like that. But the Earlies got together, was it last year? Or this last fall?
Yeah. We got to...
This past fall.
Yeah, in October, we had a 20-year anniversary release of our first record. The label that we were on, Names Records, King Creosote, and oh my gosh, I've forgotten her name, Diane. Anyway, we all kind of had our albums come out at the same time, and so it was like it was an anniversary show for everybody. It wasn't just for our 20-year anniversary. It was almost like a celebration of names, records. But that was in London.
That's cool.
And it was pretty crazy because like we had 3 days to rehearse, and we hadn't played together in 10 years.
Wow.
And there's like, 10 or so of us. And not everybody could be at the same rehearsal at the same time. But they're all incredible players, and everyone was practiced up and knew their parts, and we just started playing, and it was like no time had passed at all.
I love that.
And it was awesome. And then, get down to London for the show, and there was like, 1,500-1,600 people show up, and
Wow.
it was awesome.
That's great.
It was a great experience. That was a highlight for sure, which is good because like the second week, I wasn't really thinking much about, are people going to enjoy this or, I was just trying to focus on making sure that I did what I was supposed to do correctly and all that kind of stuff. And so, we were walking on the stage, and the second we walk on, the whole place goes like, rah, goes crazy. And I was like, oh man, it's been a long time since I experienced that.
Yeah.
Because normally, I've been doing a lot of the Cosmic Cowboy stuff, and normally when I get on stage, people go, huh,
What is this?
that's weird. So it was nice to have that kind of, response. And man, we played great. It sounded awesome. It was in this old church that also doubles as like a music venue.
Nice.
And man, like we were doing sound check, there was nobody in there, and there was no reverb, on the channels or anything, but didn't need any. It was cavern. Oh my gosh, it was just like, don't worry, when the bodies get in here, it'll soak it up. But even then, we sounded huge. It was awesome.
I love that.
That was one of those shows where you wish, you could experience. That's kind of one of the rubs about being in a band is that you can never get to experience your own band.
Yeah.
You're always,
You're always making it instead of enjoying it.
Yeah. It'd be cool to stand in the audience and go, oh, this is.
Yeah. Well, I remember, I tattooed on John Mark and before that show, and so we'd kind of talked about you guys going to England and all that, and then afterwards, your wife had written this beautiful piece and shared it, I don't know if it was a blog or whatever, but I felt like I was there. With you guys, even though I was thousands of miles away here in Abilene.
She is really, really good at words. Really good. I mean, I posted pictures and stuff, and people were like, nice,
good job.
and she posted that, and like, I mean, all kinds of people
It was great.
were commenting on it, and it was a pretty awesome post.
It was great.
Yeah, I was there, and I was, shocked. I was like, oh yeah.
So tell me a little bit more about the Cosmic Cowgirl review.
Now, don't do that now.
I think I saw the very first show, the Cosmic Cowboy.
Yeah, I think back then it was the Carr Country Review or something like that.
But you've got a great costume, and
it's been a developing thing.
Right. Are you still doing the mask?
Oh yeah, still got the mask. In fact, I've got to bedazzle a second mask, so I have a backup.
Good.
And but I'm working on that.
Why did you decide to do that? What was the onus for that?
That's a good question. I ask myself that too sometimes. Well, it was probably like, I don't know, maybe 4 or so years ago, we were visiting Christine's sister in South Lake. And it was during kind of a lull for me as far as music and stuff goes. And so we're at this fish place, and there's this guy in the corner, like playing country tunes, but he's got these like little cheesy backing tracks that he's playing along with, and I was like, oh, I could do that, well, because like people that can get up, Danny James's and people that just get an acoustic guitar and just sit on a stool for 3 hours and just sing and do it, like I can't, like that is not a skill that I've developed. And so people that can do that, I'm hats off, but with some backing tracks and like with a set amount of time, I could do some damage. And so I thought, well, okay, I could do country. I like some country songs. Abilene likes country song. I mean, clearly, if
we're in West Texas,
and so I thought, well, maybe I'll do that, but I'll make the backing tracks kind of more psychedelic and weird to interest me, and then I'll have like, you know, a projection or something visual behind me, and I'll do it more rockin' kind of thing. That could be fun. Like I could do a show out at Sun House, and it, you know, just kind of like, it'll be a fun experiment. And then it just kind of kept getting more and more over the top, or just more stuff kept getting added, more. And then I went and did a show in Dallas at my buddy Chris Penn at Good Records, who passed away, R.I.P. unfortunately. And I did a show at Good Records, and he was like, okay, this is what you got to do. He's like, you got to change the name to Cosmic Cowboy. And at the time, I was wearing all black.
Okay.
And he's like, you got to wear all white.
Yep.
Because you've got the projections are just on you, so you might as well. And I was like, oh, I don't wear white. I don't want to wear white on stage. He's like, and so then it just, so he was a big force in helping me, giving me pointers on how to just keep taking things to the next level, and huge influence on that whole thing. And so, and then I started getting into, you know, learning how to program MIDI with lights, and because it started, I just started just to try to shrink everything down to make it as simple as possible, but as effective as possible. So like now everything's on the everything runs from the laptop. All the lights are programmed to sync with the music.
Nice.
I mean, the songs, because I love effect pedals, you know, guitar, you know, nerdy psychedelic stuff. And so, but I realized that doing this kind of music, and it's really hard to be sitting there and tap dancing on foot pedals to do all the different sounds I want to do, because I'm singing the whole time, because these songs are written for singers to sing. And so now I've got a smaller rig, but it's MIDI controlled as well. So the laptop is changing the tracks and changing my settings, and everything is pretty much automated.
I like that.
And it's just kind of, and then of course I got a sequin mask and wear all white.
It's great.
Smoke machine.
It's a great show.
Got a laser. I busted out a theremin last time.
Did you really?
Yeah. Yeah, just cause. Yeah.
I love it.
But I haven't done it in a while. But I'm kind of getting back into it again.
Well, come down and do one at the Neon Parrot Live.
You think you can handle it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You might. Okay.
Yeah.
You might could.
We could. We could make it real good for you. Just tell us the date, and we'll make a poster.
Okay. Cover charge?
Whatever you want to do.
I can't do cover charge.
Whatever you want to do.
People don't want to pay to see music in Abilene. Unless it's you know, Bob Dylan or somebody.
People don't want to pay to see music in Abilene.
No, they see music see music as a service.
Right?
Well, you pay for a service.
Yeah. So, what's the other album that you're working with the keyboardist Rantallion?
Yeah. That's the one that's coming out.
That's getting released in
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And you can pre-order. You can order the vinyls now.
Okay, very cool.
Yes.
Press it on vinyl.
You got to press it on vinyl.
Otherwise, it's not real.
Yeah, that's my whole thing. I mean, you know, you want a physical representation of here's the thing.
Yeah, and a vinyl won't erase if there's an EMP.
Oh wow, that sounds like something my friend Ben Fair would say.
So
Ben
the
out
Cosmic Cow, he's on his way down.
Is he at the prepper store prepping his preps?
Getting ready for all the, anyway.
The data center.
Yeah, the data center. Since I don't have you forever today, and we've taken a lot of your time already today, I want to ask you, what's next? What's next for you?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, future's kind of open.
Yeah.
Got some Cosmic Cowboy shows coming up. I'll be back there's a music festival in Richardson that they do every year called the Wildflower. They'll be announcing those lineups soon. Doing the AEF anniversary celebration out at Potosi Live.
Cool.
Which is super cool because the main headlining act is this band called Yachtly Crew.
Oh, right on.
And they are incredible.
Great.
We saw them a couple years ago in Fort Worth. They're like this touring yacht rock review, and they're amazing. And AEF asked me, said, "Hey, would Cosmic Cowboy want to open for Yachtly Crew?" I was like, "Yachtly Crew? I love Yachtly Crew." And then like 3 weeks later, they're like, "And Bob Dylan's coming to town on that day." I was like, "Oh, of all people, of all days."
Would you have rather gone to see Bob?
If I wasn't playing with Yachtly Crew, and it was between Yachtly Crew and Bob Dylan, I'd have to go see Bob Dylan.
You'd have to.
Well, I mean, he's a legend.
He is a legend. I'm still on the fence about the Bob Dylan show, even though, you know, like he's a bucket list. I haven't seen Bob. I'd love to see Bob Dylan. But
And he's coming to Abilene. He's getting up there. Now, I love me some Yachtly Crew, but they will keep touring.
Yeah, they're going to be around for a little bit
You know
longer.
what I'm saying? And I love AEF. But if you're on the fence about Yachtly Crew or Bob Dylan, if you don't automatically know,
Maybe
go to Yachtly Crew.
Go to Yachtly Crew. Come see
Yes.
Brandon Carr open.
Yeah. Come see the Cosmic Cowboy. Support AEF. Come get you some lobster.
Be a fun show.
But yeah, Rantallion thing. So maybe we'll get some more shows out of that.
Do you like have anticipation to tour that at all?
Probably nothing tour wise, but I mean,
maybe some
I'd like to do
shows.
more than just one show. So we'll see how it goes. It's just I always find myself in these bands with people that don't live anywhere near me, and it's difficult to. It's a bit like herding cats.
Yeah, hard to get things on the calendar like
Yeah.
that.
So, but we'll see.
With the last couple minutes that I have you, since you've got to get back to your job, I remember a season. Well, we have a lot of overlap with the home brewers. And
Oh, yeah.
The home, but when did you start making your own beer? And is that something you're
Man.
still doing?
Well, no, I haven't brewed in a long time. That's kind of what I did. Like not long after we moved back to Abilene, I kind of stopped doing music and was brewing beer. I put all that same amount of energy into brewing beer. Yeah, it was like for a good 4 to 7 years. I don't know. It felt like a long time.
Yeah.
And then that slowly just kind of. I mean, it's great. It's great fun, and I met a lot of great people and had a lot of great times. But brewing takes up a lot of time.
It's a commitment.
Yeah, it takes up a lot of Saturdays. And so, but then the music started getting busier again, and so I kind of went back, spend more time doing that.
You still have your man shed in the backyard?
It's called the Hut.
I'm sorry, the hut.
Yeah.
My apologies.
The man shed. I don't know. That must be someplace Ben took you. Ben. Yeah, the hut is there. The hut is there.
The hut's still rocking.
Yeah, not as much as it used to. A little bit quieter these days.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're getting
but you
older.
know, we're getting older, man. Everybody's slowing down.
Yeah, livers run out, pancreas is.
That's why you got to get your milk thistle.
Well,
I haven't thought about my pancreas. Do I need to worry about that?
I don't know.
Is that
I'm
a
not
thing?
worried about anything.
Should I get that looked at?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Drink some more water, maybe. I don't know.
Robitussin?
Does that help?
Does it?
I don't know.
Okay. I'll find out. I'll let you know.
You're a gem. You're a treat. You're a pleasure. You're a rock star. You bring wonderful culture and artistry and big picture thoughts to our community, and I'm grateful to know you as a friend.
Well, thank you. It's good
Yeah.
to know you too.
And I'm little sad that we can't run the full hour today, but you're.
Well, maybe we can come back for a part 2.
I'd love to do that again. Maybe when we've got some more, I don't know, some more projects to talk about or something. Or
Yeah.
something fun to promote.
Maybe I'll get into. Should I get into welding?
Bro, come on.
Do you know how to do that?
Oh yeah,
Really?
it's not that tough. I mean, it's a skill.
But it's not. The bar to entry is not as high as you think.
I think making beer's harder.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah. I got a welder. Come over.
Will there be a grown up there, or just you?
I can make sure there's one there.
Okay, just as long as you can get an adult there, I'll come over and
Yeah.
see what you have going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make sure there's a responsible adult present.
Please. Please do.
Oh man.
I kid.
So, look for Rantillion's drop tomorrow.
Yeah.
Spotify,
yeah,
Apple
Spotify,
Music.
Apple Music, all the stuff. You can pre-order, or you can order the vinyl through Idol Records. Links on all the socials. Of course, the earlies are always there. You can order. We re-released the first record double release, renewed artwork, remastered.
Nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
And Corner Sons are on Spotify. It's all the bands are on streaming.
Good.
On Spotify, Apple Music, all the major heavy hitters.
And then use the Potosi show for the
AEF
Yachtly crew.
Yeah, the AEF has tickets for that. You can go to the AEF website and get tickets for that. Support our students and teachers. And then I'll probably do a show at Sun House sometime in March just to dust off everything and make sure it still works.
Yep. Good.
So yeah.
Good.
Just follow me on the socials. I'll let you know what I'm up to.
Yeah. Follow Brand on socials.
Yeah.
Good, man. Thank you for being on the show today.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for a quick one, a quickie.
Well, you know.
Dirty.
Well, yeah. In a way, yeah. But efficient.
But efficient.
Yeah.
A couple other things, audience, to pay attention to. Some upcoming events. We've got a debut performance by Shoot the Moon that'll be here on the 31st of January, right here on the stage at Neon Parrot Live. And then tracking back to last year, I had Professor Robert Greene on the show. You can go back and watch that show, but he talked a lot about his cultural cross connections with China and that artist group, and there are going to be 2 exhibitions and some events coming up. This is the Boundless, a U.S.-China collaborative exhibition, January 17th through 30th at the Shore Gallery. I'm just reading this off my phone. I think Sam's got this up on the channel. And also the ACU Brown Library has another exhibition. There's an event tonight, 6:30 to 7:30 at the Grace Museum downtown. There's a public dialogue. There's a piano recital at 8 p.m. at ACU's Women's Performing Arts Center. And this Saturday, the 17th, the opening ceremonies will be at the ACU Shore Gallery. Pretty neat thing to have ACU connected with this China cross-cultural exhibition, and we're excited to support that. Anything else you want to bring up?
Don't forget, you got the Philharmonic
Oh, yeah, Philharmonic.
this Saturday.
This Saturday.
Tchaikovsky.
Very good.
It's going to be nice.
It's going to be good. That's at the convention center.
Yes.
Anything else?
We're getting a 4th Brahms, I think.
Are we really?
No.
I'm ready for a Northside HEB.
Have you been to all 3 Brahms?
No, I've only been to the one on the north side.
Okay.
No, I've been to the one by ACU too. I've been to 2 of them.
Okay, so you're almost there.
I know. Maybe I should get a badge and go to all 3.
You should.
Did they give a Brahms badge?
I don't know. Speaking of badges, in the Abilene Burger Brawl starting up
That's
again?
happening right now this week.
Is it
maybe.
started?
I think it's starting pretty quickly. So lots of burgers available
Yeah.
all through downtown.
Yeah. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. Abilene is a happening place.
Let me tell you.
Happening place. Yeah, there's lots more to list, and maybe we'll get better about listing those for our audience. Brandon Carr, thanks again.
Thank you.
Executive producer Sam Wolf and Tim Prozier from InFocus Digital. Thank you, gentlemen. And we will catch you guys next week when I have another amazing character from the storybook capital of America. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, please subscribe. Help us make some money doing this, as it's a gift to you, our wonderful community. Until next week, signing off from the Travi Wavi.